guys, my name is Megan and today I have another bookshelf tour for you. Alright guys, so I want to say again, thank you so much for helping this channel grow. It's the 2-year anniversary of this channel and I'm so happy that y'all are here. So as you guys may have seen in the last video, we did a full refresh of my filming space and I'm really in love with how these shelves turned out. They turned out so beautiful and they feel a lot less cluttered and a lot less like messy, and it's so nice. And if you guys notice, I switched things up a little bit. So I got a lot of my YA stuff over here on this shelf, while the adult stuff is on this one behind me for the most part. And then we got reorganization plus a new bookshelf, which I'm really excited to show you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into the bookshelf tour itself. And just a little note, it's probably won't be going over every single book that I have because that's a little insane and that would make this video really long. So we'll go over what's the basics on each shelf. Alright, so here is the overview for my bookshelves. Alright, and here is what's up top of the bookshelves. So, to start off, this plant came from IKEA, I think. This little terrarium thing, I think I got at like TJ Maxx or something, I want to say. And the dragon, of course, is one of mine. Then we've got Maleficent hanging out up top. And that goblet, I think, came from Goodwill, probably a few years ago. And those are my bookmarks, my Zodiac bookmarks from my bookish box. And then these bottles, I think this one, the greenish one over here, came from Michael's. The blue one is Hobby Lobby, I think, and I'm not sure about that one. Alright, so here is the first shelf. So this little fox came from Michael's, and the dragon I've had forever, and I don't remember where it came from. So behind the fox, we have my Glass Bear duology, as well as the Queen's Rising, Gentleman's Guide, Wild Beauty, Dating Disasters of Emma Nash. We've got Dread Nation, Heart of Iron. And then over here we've got Ace of Shades, The Nightmare Affair series. For anybody wondering, these lights came from IKEA. I have another set of them somewhere. Okay, so here is the second shelf down. So over here we have my Leigh Bardugo books, as well as here. We have a couple of my Charlie M. Holmberg books. We've also got Percy Jackson and the Olympians up top here. The Black Blade series, Dumplin'. We've got Cinder. I've got my Emma Mills books over here, and Upside of Unrequited, as well as Perks of Being Wallflower, as well as my Belle from Once Upon a Time pop. And then we've got a dragon and a little vase, and I think that vase came from Hobby Lobby a while ago. Oh, and how could I ever forget my Ravenclaw mug that I use for video stuff. So third bookshelf down is my Cassandra Clare bookshelf, except for Summer Assault. Everything on this shelf except for that book is all Cassandra Clare, and they are not in chronological order, so they're separated by series. We also have Alice up here, my Alice in Wonderland pop, as well as Severus Snape over here. Okay, so next shelf down, this is the old school YA shelf, really. So we've got all of my Twilight books, we've got The Host, we've got the Divergent series, 13 Reasons Why, and a couple of other contemporary books, and my Harry Potter cookbook. And then the very bottom shelf, this shelf has not changed. So this bottom shelf does not get seen a whole lot, so I didn't really change it. So I've got my Del Toro Quest books over here, a couple of manga books for the Vampire Kisses series, which is this one here in the middle. I've got my Chronicles of Narnia books, Outsiders, The Pigman, Vampire Beach, and a couple of other young adults novels. And moving from that shelf to the other shelf here on the bottom, this one has also not changed since the last time that I redid my books, which is probably a good thing. So I've got my Maximum Ride books, some of my Scott Westerfeld books over here, and then just some random stuff that I haven't read in a while. So next shelf up. So this one is definitely changed. Like this whole shelf is definitely changed. So this is mostly adult stuff from here up. So we've got my Roaring 20s romance novels here, Kelly Meeting books, my Jen Bennett books for the Arcadia Bell series. We've got the Real Vampires Have Curves. We've got Virulent, which is a book series written by one of my high school English teachers. And then my Jerry Smith Ready books, which I'm a little on the fence about keeping them. I haven't quite decided if I'm keeping them yet. Okay, next shelf up, we've got an Eve pop from Wally and Vase of Flowers, which I'm not sure where that vase or the flowers came from anymore. This shelf is pretty much, these are all of my Sookie Stackhouse books, plus that one, my Chicagoland Vampire series, Mr. Penumber's 24-Hour Bookstore, which is an amazing book, Ready Player One, and American Gods. This one is fairly simple. I really love how brightly colored it is though. This is bookshelf number like 9-ish. Since we're going from the bottom of this one. Okay, so like always, got a dragon figurine. My mermaid, the mermaid came from Hobby Lobby. Got an Ah Real Monsters vinyl figurine that I don't remember what his name is at the moment. There is a Lunar Chronicles themed candle, and then we've got Supergirl, it's not Wonder Woman, I think it's Supergirl from the DC Bombshells vinyl collection, and then an Owl Crate print back there. Okay, so as for the books for the shelf, so over here in the corner we've got the Immortal Empire series. Yeah, all of my Kevin Heron books, this is the entire, most of the Iron Druid series. A couple more urban fantasy books. Then we have the Adventures of Owl. Then we have the Darker Shades series, or Shades of Magic series, I should say. We also have Stardust, Night Circus, and then we have my Sabina Kane books. Okay, and then this one my sister and I have been referring to as the Deadpool Shelf, because all of the Deadpools. So we have a Iron Spider-Man pop. I've got a vinyl of Deadpool. I've got the Deadpool Chimichanga Mobile Dorbs, and then a Deadpool Unmasked bobblehead. Behind Spidey, we've got my science fiction books over here that are more adults. So we've got Ariel, Dune, Tinker, and then from here all the way over here, these are my Cal and Nico books. And then we've got Norse Code, and then the Tempest series, and then the rest of my Rob Thurman books. Next up we have all of the like art walls. My sister went through and redid the whole art wall so it wasn't quite so chaotic and cluttered, which I'm really happy with. It's a little bit more manageable. It's a little more clean space. It looks a little cleaner. There's my Harry Potter patches, my map from Aragon, a lot of Owl Crate stuff. There's some Disney stuff. Ooh, that print and that one both came from Disneyland. I really like how this turned out. If you guys didn't notice these before, that is our cat Moose, and that is from the beach. So now we're on to the step shelf, which is, I'm really happy with how it turned out. This first little step has the deer as well as one of my dragons, a candle, and a little vase of flowers, which I don't remember where that vase came from. Probably Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Okay, so this first like cubby shelf section is what my sister has dubbed the weird shelf. This is like all the weird kind of books that I've got. So we've got my Welcome to Night Vale books, Carney Punk, Hearts We Sold, Elsewhere, and then over here we have Beauty and Decay, which is an urban exploration photography book, one of my favorites. And then we've got behind that, that is my tin that I always have flowers in. Next shelf down we have my Vampire Academy books, the Starlight, and then over here we have my Morganville Vampires series books, as well as a cute little thing of flowers. And then bottom shelf down here we have my Uglies books by Scott Westerfeld. Middle shelf is what manga books I still have, and then this shelf, it just really doesn't have much of a purpose right now. It's got a couple of adult contemporary books and my bookends that I got from Owl Crate a couple months ago. Okay, so next up is my newest bookshelf, which I'm really happy with how this is looking right now. So up top we have the dragon eggs that my sister and I got for Christmas. That plant came from IKEA a while ago, a dragon, and then the book of short stories by Christopher Paolini, The Fork, the Witch, and the Worm. I really like how it looks because it's all dragon up top. So this next shelf down, don't mind the big space there, that's for eldest when I'm done with it. This is kind of like the, I don't want to say dumping ground because that sounds mean, but it kind of is for a lot of my older YA stuff. So we've got the Artemis Fowl books over here, so a lot of those are my originals that I've had since I was a kid. I'm missing a couple of them. Then we have Zenith. We also have a Iron Man pop figure that's a bobblehead as well. And then the Inheritance the Inheritance series is in the middle. We've got the Hunger Games, and then the few Harry Potter books that I have here, up here, and then a little tennis playing dragon. So next shelf down, this corner is kind of the fairy tale corner. So here is my arc of The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Running. We've got the Hazelwood. We've got this cool unicorn statue. I think I got that. I want to say I got that at Marshall's a while ago. Behind that we have the Circle of Magic series. I'm missing a few books that I haven't quite gotten to yet. I really do need to reread those because it's been a while. And then over here we have my Alex Rider books, which I have not read in the longest time, and I recently found out that there are at least a couple more books in this series that I need to get a hold of. And then this last shelf is just kind of waiting for new books. So over here is my Chronicles of Vladimir Todd books. Then we've got Fat Vampires, and then over there we have my Mara Tidebreaker chapter sampler, which I didn't really enjoy, but I've still got it because I really like the artwork. Alrighty guys, thank you so much again for joining me for this bookshelf tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So like I said, thank you all so much for just subscribing. It's been a really good 2 years, so thank you for that. Thank you for commenting. Thank you. It's been really fun doing all these videos, even when sometimes it's hard to come up with like content. So if you guys have any like suggestions for video ideas, let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you join the family. I don't know. I'd love to have you guys join us. And you can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links down below. I'm on Instagram pretty much almost every day. I don't post every day, but I'm on there all the time. Again, thank you for an awesome 2 years. It's been so cool. Alrighty, bye guys.